Here, my guy Miguel Vargas. Thank you so much. Doc said earlier the swing's looking really good. How does that swing feel, though?
Feeling great, feeling great. I think I've been working out a lot this offseason, and I'm feeling good.
Yeah, and last year heading the year, opening day second baseman. You were dealing with some injuries early on, had some ups, had some downs. But when you went back to AAA, you were raking. What did you find when you went back there to just kind of get that swing back on track?
I don't know. I just feel that I just having a little bit enjoying the game a little bit more. I think having a couple of injuries at the beginning of the season, be struggling hitting, maybe a little bit confused. But, coming back there, I'm just trying to find out, that happiness to play again, and that's what I feel.
So is it more of a feel thing, or was there a specific mechanical adjustment, or just more about just kind of getting back to your roots?
No, it's just being back on myself, trying to do what I've been doing years before. And then, I think we all have to experience a little bit of that for, find out of self again, and that's what I do.
Yeah, we always know you can rake, one of the better bat-to-ball hitters, right? But as far as finding a home defensively, a lot of talk about you in the outfield. Do you see the outfield being your home?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling a lot of confidence out there. I'm working a lot with Clayton in the off-season. I think he helped me a lot, for coming to this spring. I don't feel like it's a new position for me, so I have a lot of confidence back there.
Yeah, you're an athletic guy, a fast guy. What do you think is the biggest challenge to learn that outfield spot?
I think, make the right decisions all the time, trying to save running, take another base, and, trying to, cover grounds for extra bases. That's a couple of the little things that I've been working on.
Awesome. And then, of course, a lot of pressure on you last year heading into the season. Not as much pressure this year with all these off-season additions. Do you think that almost helps you kind of getting to the player you want to be?
Yeah, obviously I want, I want to play, and then I want to be myself. I want to help my team in, any station at the field, and, try to help in whatever.
Have you faced any of the new Dodgers pitchers in BP or anything like that?
No, not really.
A
couple only. Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, you just look at some of these young guys, the stars in here. How different does this clubhouse feel with Ohtani in it?
Yeah, it feels like a lot of people over here, a lot of cameras now. But, it feels great having him here and all the new guys. I feel for our goals being back in the World Series, having those guys here again is, such a good thing.
Awesome. So outside of health, what do you think is your number one goal this season?
Be healthy, and that's it.
All right, you're the man. Thanks so much, Miggy Vargas, man. Have a great year, man. Stay easy.
So let's do a little rewind on Miguel Vargas, because there was a lot of hype surrounding Miggy Varg entering the 2023 season. The Dodgers named him their opening day starting second baseman. He was widely considered to be a top 50 prospect in all of Major League Baseball. He was the Dodgers' top hitting prospect. He was known for his advanced hit tool. He was someone who was going to make a name for himself with his hitting ability. And one of the big storylines in the offseason was the youth movement, and he was someone who was at the forefront of that. The Dodgers included him in a lot of their off-season events, the holiday party, and it felt like they had anointed him and chosen him to be that guy at second base. Well, unfortunately, he suffered some injuries early on that impacted him at the plate. Early on during spring training, he suffered a hairline fracture in his right pinky, and that forced him to keep the bat on his shoulder during early at-bats because they wanted him to play second base and get some reps defensively. Still was able to manage 4 walks during that stretch, but wasn't able to start the process of getting his swing going. And then when the season started on April 3rd, he was hit by a pitch on his right thumb, and it was just the Dodgers' 5th game of the regular season, and that set him back. And during the month of May, you saw some nice power numbers from him. He had 4 home runs, 8 doubles, and a triple, but he had only a .289 on-base percentage. He did flash that elite hitting potential in early May when he had a 4-hit game against the Philadelphia Phillies on May 2nd. In that game, it was his first where he had multiple extra base hits. He had a career-high 4 hits, and that tied a Dodger record for 3 doubles. So that's a game that you look back and say, okay, Miguel Vargas is someone that has the potential to be a special hitter at this level, but unfortunately, by the end of May, that's when he started to really struggle. From May 28th through the All-Star break, he went 12 for 93 and slashed 129, 250, 258 in 32 games. He was also struggling defensively. He was a -7 outs above average, had a -5 defensive runs saved, and after the All-Star break, he was optioned down to AAA and never made his way back up. Of course, Mookie Betts, he played second base, he played shortstop, and they just did not have a role for Miguel Vargas moving forward. But on a positive note, after he was sent down, he did find his swing again at the AAA level. He slashed .288, .407, .479, hit 10 home runs, 15 doubles in 60 games. He saw his walk rate go to 16.1%. His strikeout rate was at 20%. He played 28 games at second base, 20 at third, and 7 in left field. So the swing was back. You saw the hit tool start to shine once again, and I think that really helped him carry some momentum into the offseason, where he talked about, like he said a few minutes ago, he worked with Clayton McCullough in Florida. He also worked with Andre Ethier in left field. So he's starting to find his role and find his home at that corner outfield position, and I think moving forward, that is where he is going to be. If he's going to have a future with the Dodgers, it is going to be in the outfield. The big question for Miguel Vargas is that going to be this year, or is it going to be the following season? I do think that it is a long shot that he is going to make the opening day roster in Korea, but you never know. If he rakes this entire spring, maybe things could be very interesting. Maybe he could make it a very difficult decision for the Dodgers to keep him off this roster. They do have Manuel Margot. You do have outfielders that have clear roles this season. You have Teoscar Hernandez that's going to be in left. He's going to be in right. You got Chris Taylor. You've got James Outman starting in center field. You've got Jason Hayward, but he's going to be one of the corner outfielders. And I think for him, if he does have a really excellent spring, who knows? Maybe he can make it over Margot, but I don't think that that's likely. But look, we've seen that this is a performance-based business, and the Dodgers would like to see him have success. But the following season, Teoscar Hernandez, he's most likely going to sign a big deal with another team. He's on a one-year contract with the Dodgers. Manuel Margot has a $10 million club option that I highly doubt the Dodgers are going to want to pick up. Jason Hayward's on a one-year deal. So there's a lot of spots open in the outfield next year that he could fill. So I think that at 24, the Dodgers are still extremely high on the idea of having him be a part of their future. They know what he can do. Also, he's a right-handed hitter, and they definitely have a lot of great left-handed hitters. Of course, you have Mookie Betts. You have Will Smith as right-handed hitters as well. But if he can continue to work on his skills in the outfield and develop the ability to just be an average outfielder that has above average hitting ability, he's going to find a spot in this league. And hopefully it is for the Dodgers, because you want players like him, homegrown talent that's under team control for several years on an affordable rate. When you have a lot of top-heavy contracts, you need to start hitting on some of these guys if you want to have sustained winning. He's someone that has been developed by the Dodgers. They want to see him succeed, and I think that this year, maybe not. I would love to see him make a run at it, and I think that he does feel like he's the 27th man on a 26-man roster, but with injuries, with players that maybe there's a chance he could have a down year offensively, I do think there is a decent chance he gets his opportunity. You also have Andy Pages, too, who Doc talked about yesterday, who has the ability to be a big-time power hitter in this league, a guy who has a hose forearm that he could make his debut this year, too. So you want to see some more outfielders making their debuts and being long-term contributors. And I think, look, Miguel Vargas, you guys know, I've been the conductor of the Miguel Vargas hype train, and I'm hoping that he does have success. And if you're out there, do not sell your Miguel Vargas stock. I still think there is a really, really good chance that he is a part of the Dodgers' future. So it's nice to see him get off to a really good start. And I will tell you this, too. This is a great kid. Period, point blank. This is a great kid, a hard worker, someone who does not shy away from tough conversations with the manager and the coaches, and he's open to learning. And he said, look, I want to hit. I'm more comfortable on the left side of the diamond, too. So I think that now he has his home and doesn't have to worry about it. He's not trying to learn second base anymore. I think that he can focus on just learning that outfield position the best way he can and doing what he does best and giving you his biggest strength, which is his ability to hit the baseball. But that's that's going to do it for this episode of Dodgers Dugout. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. By the way, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. If you want to be eligible for our latest giveaway, a Yoshinobu Yamamoto jersey, be sure to comment down below, Yamamania. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.